Hey there guys, how is it going? It has been such a long time since I have done anything proper, and well, it's about time I started doing it again. So, where have I been? Currently, I've been rearranging my living room. I don't know if you can really tell, you're not really going to be able to tell that much, in a sense. Rearranging my living room in preparation for, wait for it, my new PC, which means that I can get back into doing my gaming videos, because this old thing, this one down here, if I can get to it, this one, yeah, this one, it's a little bit kind of, it's outdated, it needs an upgrade in itself, but I thought I might as well buy myself a whole new, brand new PC so that I could, yeah, so I can do it better, and that thing, when I get around to it, can be upgraded and just be used as a second PC for editing whilst I do more recording, which is my plan. So, in this lovely gap that will be empty when I finished painting the spare bedroom, because that's where they're going to go again, is going to be my brand new desk for my brand new PC, and it's going to be a nice big one. It's going to pretty much take up that whole space. So yeah, you can see I've already got like power sockets there, my internet cable along there, ready for the new one. Also having to, another thing I had to do was rewire all my internet. I want to open up my PC boxes, but I think I might put the actual next clip of me speed building my desk, probably, depending how it works, because I haven't actually got the desk yet. The desk is getting brought or picked up by my mum on Sunday. It's currently Friday, and I want to open my boxes now. And I've already opened some bits of things because I've already opened them, or I had bits beforehand. And I might just start opening my boxes now. So first of all, I've got a couple of little bits. So here's one box. That's two boxes. And that's three. So, yeah. Excuse the red Geek Fuel boxes. I didn't know how to quite put my camera. But yeah, that's one, that's two, and that's three, and rather big. I mean, this one comes up to like my thigh, and that one actually comes up to my hip, but it's not quite as big, like square-ish. Yeah, and I had these delivered to me at work, which means that I only have a little small car, which is a Ford KA, so that's a tiny car. Not even one of these boxes would have fit in that. But thankfully I can use the company car, which is a Land Rover Defender, that's what it was, which is a damn big thing, but even that thing's boot only just fit all three of them in. But anyway, let's start opening boxes. I want to start with, well, let me name off what they are. That's the chair, so I bought myself a new chair as well. That I'm suspecting is a printer, because I bought a printer. And then that, I suspect, that one, I suspect is everything else. The PC and, well, the screen's in there as well somewhere. I don't know which one's which, we'll find out. So I'm going to put you here. Okay, so this is everything else. So, I bought myself 3 of these screens. Then comes the nice bit, the awesome bit that's right at the bottom of this. Right, what's this say? Right, I get that. So let's get this thing out. I don't know how to do this. What is the best way of doing this? My God, it's right in there. Let me get the camera. Let me get it. Right. It is a beast of a thing. This is my hand. It's a beast of a thing. But I don't know how to get it out. We'll work our way out. So, a big PC, upside down. Look at it. I don't know if you can really tell from here, from there, but just look at it. Doesn't it look beautiful? I don't think you can really tell. I might have the wrong settings for my camera. Can I change it in the middle of it? No, I cannot. Well, that's useful. It is a COOLERMASTER from PC Specialists, if you hadn't already guessed. That's where I got it from. And it just looks beautiful. There's that warning on there. I don't really think you can see much. Can you see much on this side? It's just a plain bit. I has myself a inbuilt SD card reader, or card reader. Also has a USB with there. It has a CD and buttons, and it looks like, no, it's a reset button. But it's just amazing. And then there's that in there which I need to get out at some point, which I will try and do. Well, obviously I'll do before I turn it on. I don't know how easy it is to get it out. Just look at that. Look at the inside. Doesn't it look so pretty? So you can see everything that's in here. I have a GeForce GTX. That's my phone. Thank you very much for interrupting me. I have a Corsair CPU there, I'm guessing. I don't even remember. All the stuff will be in the description, because I don't remember everything. There's something ASUS down there. I'm not really this technical. I don't know the ins and outs of a computer, unfortunately. I know that this is a water cooling system for the CPU, because I know what the problem with my last computer is the fact of it was a AMD card, only dual core processor, which overheated, which is why it was a problem. That's what needs upgrading, and which is why I've got this one, which is now an Intel, but I've still got the decent cooling on it, just to be sure. Right. That is that. I'm going to put its side back on and open up the other boxes. Oop, oop. Awesome, awesome new PC. Absolutely loving it. So glad I got it now. You're going to temporarily move over to here so I can get the next box open, which is probably everything else that I've got. I'm not necessarily going to do the chair right now. Not necessarily going to do the chair right now because I'd have to put that together as well, so the chair's going to probably wait at another point. It will still be in the video, this video. I just can't be asked to build it right now, so box number 2, which is actually going to be the printer and everything else, because that was the actual main tower and the screens. This is going to be the printer, the headset, the keyboards and mouse. Right, what have we got first? My speaker system is on top. Let's get that folded. So I also got myself a decent speaker set, so I can have surround sound speakers, like so. Don't know whether you can see much of that, so let me get myself in up closer. So, creative surround sound 5.1 speakers. So, if I want to use speakers, I can use speakers. Pretty cool. Shove you down there for now. The next thing here is my printer, which is actually surprisingly thin for a printer, but just got myself a decent printer because I needed one. That can go down there. Very surprised at how thin that is. And we've got an extra bottom box sort of thing. Something to connect 2-meter USB connection to something. I don't know what it's for, but it has a wire that's completely separate for some reason. Not entirely sure what it's for. Right, I have an Xbox One controller, because I have a controller for my old PC, but I thought I might just get myself a decent one. So, an Xbox One controller. Brand new. There we go. So, here comes the good bits. Mouse. Naga Epic Chroma Razer mouse. It's got a load of buttons on it, which is what I wanted, because I wanted to be able to... It's not wireless, is it? Is it wireless? No, it's not wireless. Is it? Oh, wait. It's a wireless gaming mouse. I didn't want the wireless one. Whoops, I got a wireless mouse. Because wireless isn't always best, but hey, well, we never know. I might have to get myself another one. I didn't really intend to get wireless, unfortunately, but still, it's got the main reason is because it's got all these buttons on the sides, like there, so I could, like, I don't know if you can really see, so I could like do things, but didn't realise it was wireless at the same time. Should have read the details better. Never mind. But still, we have now tell me this is wireless as well, because it's the same thing, isn't it? Clicky ears with optimised technical thing, it's Chroma, Black Widow, keyboard. It's an awesome looking one, it's also Razer, so I'm wondering, mechanical switches, clicky clicky. Is it wireless or has it got wires on it? It has got a wire, thankfully. Don't have to get it on there. I can't believe I got a wireless mouse when I wanted a mouse. I didn't think about it. Right. So, then, also, Razer headset, which I then did look up on some reviews on it afterwards, after ordering with it, and they weren't all that great, but I think it's going to do me fine, but we'll find out. Hopefully it's going to do me fine, because it's a wired thing and it has its own station thing. I don't know if I can show it on here without opening it. That bit there. It has a little sort of thing that you can control it with, and also plugs the speakers into directly so that you can change between the two, and yeah, hopefully that'll work out fine for me, but we'll see. I can show you all this stuff in better detail when I actually open the boxes, but right now I'm not going to open the boxes of each thing until I actually start setting up the PC itself, but I need the desk for that, so yeah. And I've got one more thing here, which is PC Specialist You're Welcome packet, which I'm hoping has the wires and things in it that I was ordered as well. There we go, all the wires and stuff and things. So I got Windows 10 Home, another thing here, my three HDMI cables for the screens, just in case it didn't come with them, but they might have done, who knows, we never know. Some stuff, I have no idea, a lot of wires and cables and things. Wow. You can't really see what I'm looking at, but yeah. Let me get the camera like that. So, all sorts of random cables that I'm not even entirely sure what for. Other bits, not entirely sure what for. Power cable for the actual PC, useful. Don't know what this thing is. It's like, I don't know. Need to keep it on screen. Not entirely sure. It's like got a lock mechanism on it. I'll find out eventually maybe. Obviously those two bits, and all this paperwork. Paperwork's galore. Stuff I'll have to read probably before I do anything with it, and a sticky thing that I can use. Awesome. Oh, cable's falling off. And I think there's everything in this box. Nothing under there probably. No. So, a lot. Let's put you back up there again for a moment. Camcorder's getting a little bit warm, I think. So yeah, that's box number 2. And then there's the chair, which I will do when I'm actually building it, because I can't be able to build it right now. So hopefully this will be, well, this is the end of this little clip. Hopefully it'll be more interesting in a moment. This bit came because it was a different part that I ordered separately. This is my mic stand, so I might as well get it open and find out what's going on, if I can get into it. Yay! Bubble wrap! No, this thing. The Rode microphones, or Rode microphones. It's the holder, PS1 Studio Arm. I'm pretty sure though that they said this was going to take a while to get to me, but got to me here first. The first thing. Although I would have had something delivered also today if I was actually home to get it, but then, oh well. Who knows? Let me get this thing open. See what it looks like. Got this thing which I ain't going to be using because that's for plugging into an already made hole. Don't know what that bit's all for, probably for the other part. This is the clamp bit I'll be using, so that it clamps onto my desk when I get a desk. There's another bit that I need to get. Yep, clamps onto the desk. Awesome. And the main bit, the bit that I'm waiting for, which is also needing more friggin' cutting up. Off screen. There we go. That didn't work, did it? Because I've done it in completely the wrong spot, didn't I? Did I? There we go. Caution, spring loaded. Ooh. Is that to say that when I release this it's gonna, like I said, yeah, caution, spring loaded. So that's to say, I'm assuming, that when I take this off it's gonna come apart. Yep. Just come apart. Sellotape getting in the way. Just the whole sellotape all around it. Right, spring loaded. Yep, that's pretty spring loaded. Cool. It's that way first, isn't it? So that will go into there. If it can go in. Very simple lock in. That goes into there, but it doesn't lock into place, so it's kind of a little bit... I understand that it's supposed to be so it moves nice and easy, and that you're supposed to be able to do this nice and... How do you set it to how you want it? I don't know how it's supposed to be, like it's supposed to be like nice and easy to move. So like you have it so that you can just literally move it nice and easy, not that it springs itself back up again. But maybe it will work better with the mic's on it. But yeah, that's that so far. I can't show you any more because I haven't got my desk to set it up on, and I haven't got the rest of the PC or the mic or anything at the moment. So on with the next bit, I suppose, when it actually has this probably at the end of it again. Yeah. I've got to open a couple of flip bits. So yeah. Hopefully I'm not too far away there. Shouldn't be, no. Ignoring that bit because that's not PC wires. I've got to open these little two bits, or rather two couple of bits. So this one I've already opened because I thought it was something else, so I already know what it is. So this is, open them up, like so. This is my microphone shock mount thing, so that it doesn't have to use. It's a shock mount, isn't it? It's upside down. There we go. Shock mount, and just by that you can guess exactly what my mic is, which means I might do this one after that one and cut it up a bit. And then also this pop filter, which is also specifically for the mic. So that's those two bits. And then this bit is in fact the microphone. Or at least I'm pretty sure it is the microphone. Let's open it up properly, how it should be. Because it's designed to do that. At least it should be designed to do that, and it's not working very well. Well done. Right, so instead of tearing it open, it pulled through. People design these things well. Right. So, oh, there's a couple of bits in here actually. I know what the other bit is. The other bit is completely irrelevant to my computer. It's a replacement controller for my TV. Yes, because you really needed that bit. But this bit is in fact my new... Where's the front of this thing? I don't know how the front of this works, but my new blue Yeti, and it is the whitewash version, just because that was the cheapest one I could find. And yeah, quite looking forward to using this also, with everything. So that's all that. Now will be the next bit. My desk is here now. My mum managed to get it picked up, so now it is time to start putting it together and everything. So this should hopefully be a speed build of just everything, and of me literally putting everything together. Desk, chair, and all the PC and stuff. And then at the end of it I will record all of it. I do have two currently, two points of views. I've got my normal camcorder, which I'm currently using right now, parked right here, so that you can get this kind of view. It's not the best, but majority of the work's going to be right in this sort of point. And then I've got my webcam over here, which is probably a lot worse quality, as you can probably tell, but that's getting the main work zone right here. So yeah, hopefully that's going to be alright. So let's get started. I've got everything I might need. I've got like screwdrivers, Allen keys and all that, and hopefully it's going to be nice and easy to build. So let's get started. probably going to carry this on a bit later. I'm going to take a break because of robot wars, and I don't know whether I'm going to carry on after that, probably because it'll be too late, so this will probably continue tomorrow. Yeah. Right, so, got so far, it's quite late at night, but I still want to continue and finish off. But it does turn out that my graphics card only has the one HDMI port and 3 so late, I'm not thinking properly. 3 something ports, video ports, or it's not video ports, something port. But yeah, so I haven't got the right kind of cables because the screens only have, well, don't have that one, so I'm having to get new cables, which is a HDMI to the other port. Why can't I think of the word? But yeah, so I can use the HDMI for the moment for the one screen whilst I get things set up, and then I'll add the other 2 screens in when I get my other cables, which is going to be about Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, but hey ho. Anyway, going to continue on. I'll need to turn the other camera on now as well. just leave it there. I'm a little bit tired. It's probably gone midnight right now, I'm not even sure. Yeah, it's midnight. I really ought to go to bed. I do have work in the morning, but I've got a fair bit far. Some awesome things on this so far, but yeah, as you can see, got the microphone all set up, like pop filter, microphone, the thingy and the stand, and there's 3 screens, but they're not all set up properly yet, obviously. Mouse, keyboard. Keyboard's a lot more interesting than I thought. It's got like 4 cables because it has the one USB port for itself, then it has a USB port for the USB port that it has on its side. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but there's a USB port right here by my thumb, and then there's another 2 for the microphone and headset output. Not that I can use them because I've got that already hanged up for my actual headset. That also has, the speakers are going to go through it. And yeah, or I could put the computer down on the floor and use the front ones for the keyboard. Possibly. I don't know. Because I do need to fit a printer somewhere. I don't know, I'm too tired. I'm going to go to bed, so I'm going to pause this here and then continue it tomorrow when I get home from work, when I'm a bit more awake and I can function at doing this. So, yeah. In a bit. It is now Monday. It is another day of building the PC. Yeah. Everything's already set up and things, so it's get the camera in the right position, which is on the top of the PC at the moment. Although I'm thinking of moving the PC actually. See, I don't know where I'm putting the printer, so I don't know where I'm putting the... Even if I move the PC, the printer isn't really going to fit on this desk specifically. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with the printer yet. We're working out somewhere, but let's get you back into right position so you can see me opening boxes in theory. Yeah, that's about right. I got my cup, advertising myself. Let's get on with the speed build. I'm currently opening up my camera section. Not my camera section. Camera's not even here yet. Yeah, there's a couple of things that still have to come on Wednesday, which is 2 days' time. But yeah, speakers, that's what I'm setting up. Hopefully it's not too bright behind. Let's do that, maybe that'll work. The camera behind me. You're struggling to see me, I think. But we'll work it out. Actually, if I put you there, maybe a little bit higher, that might be a better view. Hey box. How's that? That's probably a better view as I'm setting up. Cool. I'll plug the thing in. That's what I did with it. I left it in. I actually think that's it. Other than my printer. Right, so everything's set up, other than the printer and the webcam, because the webcam's not here yet, and two of the screens aren't plugged in because I haven't got the cables for it. But it's all set up, so let me give you a walkthrough. Right, so we've got the beast of a tower that came through. It's massive. It has a water-cooled CPU. I don't know if you can really see much in there, but yeah. We have our Xbox One controller, brand new, ready for playing on its charging cable, just because I needed a controller. We have the Razer mouse, which is, I can't remember what it's called. I can't see its box. Where's your box? There's your box. We have the Razer Naga Epic Chroma mouse, which is there, which is wireless, so it comes off and then just looks awesome as it is. Yeah. So we got 3 bank HD screens, which are going to use display ports. There's the word. We have the Razer Black Widow Chroma keyboard, which is going to light up beautifully. Oh, let me get it in better view. We have my Blue Yeti, or whitewash version, with its shock mount, which I can't remember what it's called. It did have a name for it, but I don't know what it is. Plus the microphone, or the pop filter, and my amazing arm that moves perfectly. We have our Razer headset, Tiamat headset, which does have a microphone in it as well, which is just here, if I remember rightly. It pulls out like so. Oh, I ain't got it in view. So microphone just in there. Probably won't be using that too much, but that goes up to this little device, which is part of it. Unfortunately, it does actually only stay, but then there's a little connection here. That goes off to the PC, that goes off to the Creative 5.1 surround sound system, just there, and there's one speaker, 2 speaker, 3 speaker around there, and 4 or 5, like one behind the screen, one there. That's also, these are 7.1 surround sound system, and I think that's pretty much it, other than my webcam, which is a really decent one, and my HP printer, which is not set up yet because, yeah. So, battery's about to die, so I'm going to end that here for the moment, and then charge this and then finish off a bit better. Well, I should probably say that here. Battery's about to die, so I'm going to recharge the thing and then finish off this video properly. Correction, the next thing that needs to be done is the desk chair. So that's what's going to be done next. so much adjustable. Oh my god. You can't even see me on that screen. So much adjustable. Like, up and forth. Side to side. Let's get back in the centre. And up and down. And then there's the lean back of it. Ah. And obviously the up and down and things. And I've got two different chair bits, I'm assuming, to add onto the back here. I don't know if how I have these on. Maybe I can go around the top. Oh, there's this one. Oh, that's the back bit. Wait, what? So that goes there. Where's that go? Anyway, so that's the chair now made up. It is awesome. It adjusts like crazy. Battery's already going to die, but I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to put this on. These bits on. This bit seems to have worked fine, it goes around the back there, but this one has like buckles and straps and it's that way and I don't know how it's supposed to go on. So if someone could tell me how to do that, I'd be much appreciative. But yeah, now it's time to actually test the computer out, so I'm going to do that now. I thought I would record the moment I switch on, so I've got all the switches on there, I've got the screens on, time to press the button. And see how loud it goes or something. Ooh, pretty and red. Ooh, and oh my god, that is quiet. I can't even hear it. It is so quiet compared to that beast of a thing. That's, well, I say beast of a thing. It bleeped. But that thing is so quiet. Like, this is how, see if you can hear anything from here. And then if I take you over to this one, you can probably hear that. So, yeah. Now it's turning on. Oh, the keyboards are lit up. And even the mouse is lit up already. Oh, it's because it's on charge, isn't it? I don't know if it's actually... And my headphones and my microphone is all lit up. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Only one screen's going to work. I don't know why I turned all three of them on. That was a little bit of a mistake to do. Anyway, I'm going to put this back on charge again and see what happens. Right, so the last two things have arrived for me to finish up my new PC fully. So let's get them bits open. I've kind of already opened them to some degree, but hey. So let's do the easy bit first, which is, hopefully you can't see the name on that. I should have thought about that sort of bit, but never mind. I'll have to blur that out if I'm smart enough. But we have my three USB to, not USB, what am I talking about? HDMI to DisplayPort cables, so I can now connect up all three of my screens, because I've only been able to use the middle one so far. Then we have, in this bag right here, my new, where went you? There we go, Logitech, keyboard broke up, C930E webcam, and this is the top of the range one they've got so far, and it looks like this. It is 1080p, so it is, yeah, perfect, if I can get it out. Oh boy. There we go. I think there's anything else in there. Nope. There we go. What's this? Is that like a lens cap or something? who knows. But yeah, so I'm now going to get all this set up, and yeah. Oh, also, I just found out that this is not just a wireless mouse. I was completely stupid and didn't realise. Let me put you down like so. Does that come out? Come on. Take that out, and you put it in right there. Now it's a wired mouse, so that's better. Don't have to get myself a new mouse or a different mouse because that one's actually wired, or you can have it wired, so that's a bonus. That was a bit close up for you as well, wasn't it? So yeah, quite happy with that. I'm gonna get this fixed now. So yeah, I'm not gonna do the other bit of this because it was a few little things. There's no point. So yeah. One last thing that I forgot to mention, like that I'm going to do now, probably be at the end of the video though, but is that because of all this PC did cost me a heck of a lot to buy, or rather it's cost my mum a heck of a lot to buy, and I'm just going to pay her back over a very long time, and just hopefully it goes to show how dedicated or how enthusiastic or how much I intend to do YouTube as a thing. Not necessarily as a career, but just as a hobby, and to do it as well as I can, as well as I want, as good as I can, basically. And because of that, it would be helpful if it does give me some amount of like income to cover the costs of what I've just done, at least. So in that sense, obviously I'm already like partnered and getting monetized videos, and if you have an ad blocker on, it would be very nice if you could make my channel without being blocked, so that would be very much appreciative. I also have got myself set up on Redbubble for some awesome merch, as in merchandise, which I only have like the one design currently, and there's plenty of things you can get with it. Plenty of things like this awesome mug that I have. Isn't it awesome? I absolutely love this mug. I had to buy myself one, obviously, to make sure that obviously the quality is good, and it is great. So there is that, and this is the design. It's just DT. You can get that on mugs. You can get it on pillows. I think you can. I think you can get it as a. I don't know if you can get it as opposed to be. It goes on pretty much all clothing wise, like jumpers, shirts, some dresses, I believe, in case there's any females out there that are going to do that, but I'm not really entirely sure, and some other things. So that will be in the link, or as a link in the description. It is also on the top of my channel page. And one other thing is I have also set up myself a Patreon page. Patreon. So if you're willing to do so, which you don't have to, because if you're going to watch my videos without an ad blocker, then that's just going to help me out anyway. But if you do choose to, my battery's going to die if I'm not careful, then I would be very much appreciative. You can go, link again is in description. You'll get like free, well, you'll just go and look and you'll see what you can get. There is like, I think for like £5 or so, I can't remember if it's £5 or $5, I can't remember if it's in pounds or dollars, but you can get a free shirt with whenever I get a design out. So basically like that, and such and such. And also a free special edition mug. So I do actually technically have two designs, but only one you can buy, and the other one is a special design for the Patreons only, which is a little bit like unfortunate for people who can't do the Patreon, but don't worry, it's fine. You're still awesome, and I may bring it out later anyway. But yeah, so Patreon page, Redbubble, all the other awesome stuff. Yeah, so check it all out, Facebook, Twitter and all that if you can find it. All links are in description and stuff and things, and yeah, I hope to see you in a lot more videos of gaming. And I've got hiccups. But yeah, thank you. seriously, thank you for watching this. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like. Definitely for this one, because I'm getting back into the world of gaming. And leave your comments below of what you like about my computer, what you think is going to be awesome and all that lot, and what you think of the merchandise and everything that I've got sorted. And share with your friends, because I really do need to get more out there with people if I want to be able to... Well, it'll just be awesome. It's not a necessity, but it will be awesome. So if you can share me and get more people liking me or wanting to watch me, then you're an awesome person. So yeah, see you later.